All right, so when I was canvassing these dealerships, I forget that I do this. I know if someone's like, hey, how do I get a dealership? I know what to say and how to do it, but there's things in the middle, the secret sauce, if you will, that I forget until it just happened to me. And I was like, oh yeah, I forget that that's part of the process too. So what happens? You in your head, you make a list of people that you're gonna go talk to, and then you say, I'm gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what ends up happening is you go to the second one, and they're like, oh, if you're going to this store, ask for Todd. And so then it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. And then because you're taking that hot referral, that hot lead. Hey, this guy, Mike, said to come talk to Todd. How are you? Making the introduction. You want as warm of lead as possible. Some of these are going to be cold. You're just going to go cold, introduce yourself. Hey, this is what I do. But if you have a warm prospect that's like, hey, Jimmy sent me to Todd, use that. It's like, hey, Jimmy said you'd be a great fit possibly for what I do. Here's my name, here's what I do. And then make that introduction. If they say no, that's fine, it doesn't matter. That's not the goal. Some will, some won't. So what? Who is next? Some will say yes, some won't. So what? Who's next? And so the goal is, when they're gonna ask for your card, don't give them a card. I know that goes against what you would think. Oh, I'm gonna give them my card. Like, yeah. Make cards so you can hand them out to retail customers, but don't give dealerships your card. Instead, do this. Hey, would it be ridiculous? Hey, do you have a card? Do you have a card? Hey, would you be against me texting you? Would you be against me texting you? Exact phrasing, word for word, verbatim. Would you be against me texting you my info? Yeah, no problem. I have never had someone yet, I'm sure it will happen, but I've never had someone yet tell me no to that. Now you have their exact phone number. I'm gonna text them my name, the company that my name, so like Knoxville Headlight Restoration, and then I'm also gonna text them the logo of my business, what I do. And then if you wanna go crazy on how to win friends and influence people, the next day, shoot them a text. Hey Mike, just wanted to touch base. Thank you so much for your time yesterday. I really appreciate you being generous with that. I love that you've been there for 9 years and you've been in this position for 3 years. Super cool to see that you're growing in this role. Just recap what you talked about. Like I said, I'm gonna come back, like you suggested, I'm gonna come back in 30 days. Look forward to seeing you then. Something, because most people in the sea of sameness, they're like, oh, okay, they'll call me if they need me. They're not gonna call you, okay? They might remember you. I think there was a guy that did headlights. What was his name? But they're not gonna call you. Just trust me, they're not. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. So ask for referrals. When you get referrals, use them over the next thing on your list. Go to that one next. What else? And then if they don't give you a referral, don't be afraid to ask. Hey, whether they say yes or no, hey, crazy question for you. Who else do you know? What's one person who could also use the service that I do? Just one. These dealership guys, they usually know almost everybody. They've worked for other guys, and then now they're buddies at a manager at the other store or whatever. So they know everybody. So don't be afraid to ask for it. If you're good at what you do, which you should be if you watch my stuff, you should be good at what you do. Ask for it. Know your worth. Just because someone tells you no doesn't mean it's no forever. Oftentimes when you get big in the area, people will see your work and they'll be like, oh yeah, our headlight guy's amazing. And they'll refer you to someone else. So ask for the referrals, use the referrals. Warm leads are always better than cold leads. And remember, some will, some won't. So what? Who's next?